Y'all remember cable TV? It was a time where cable TV wasn't something you just watched, bro. It was part of your life. Friday night, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, BET, whatever you was watching, cuz MTV. Some of y'all was sitting there watching the Weather Channel. Shit, I was. After school, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Toonami, Dragon Ball Z, VH1, ESPN, CNN. We can go for days, bro. Thousands of more channels, bro. And if your people had all the premium channels, which my people did not, unless it was a deal. Y'all had that paper. Back then, having cable wasn't luxury. It was normal. And at its peak, more than 100 million homes in America subscribed to cable or satellite television. Crazy, right? 1/3 of America. We are 300 million people here. There, I'm in Bangkok. Just think about that, though. Fast forward to today, millions of people have canceled cable TV. Networks are struggling. Good for them, though. And streaming dominates. And kids today don't even know what channel surfing is. So, what happened to cable TV? Believe it or not, cable TV hasn't always been around, bro. Back in the 1950s and 60s, I'm sure you shouldn't be surprised by that. Most people watch TVs using their antenna, and we did for a little bit too, because we was a little bit powerful. If you wanted better reception, you might seen them giant antennas sitting on folks' house. And depending on where you live, you might got 3, maybe 4 channels. You already know what the big channels was. ABC, NBC, PBS, CBS. That's if you were lucky. And when the weather got bad, your picture got bad too. But satellite used to do the same thing, so we ain't gonna talk about that. Do some of y'all remember your parents making you move the antenna until you got the right picture and they telling you don't move, getting mad at you? Bro, that was real life for sure. Television was extremely limited. You watch whatever happened to be on. And if you missed it, too bad, bro. But cable changed everything around 1970s and the 80s. Instead of relying only on antennas, companies began running cable directly to viewers' homes. Hence, cable TV. Get it? Then suddenly, people weren't limited to a few channels no more. Now there was dozens. Then dozens became hundreds. Then hundreds became thousands over time. This completely changed television forever. Channels no longer had to appeal to everybody. They could focus on one thing: sports, news, kids, music, cooking, history, nature, comedy. It was something for everybody. Then the legends arrived. ESPN, a network dedicated to sports. BET, dedicated to black entertainment. Cartoon Network, dedicated to cartoons, and so forth. CNN became the world's first 24-hour news channel. Instead of waiting to 6 o'clock, you know your folks was nosy and always watching news. That's something about our generation. We don't watch no damn news. News was happening live all the time. MTV played music videos almost all day long. The very first music video they ever aired, Video Killed the Radio Star. I don't know what that is, y'all, so tell me. I ain't that old now. Kids had Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, blah, blah, blah. Adults had Discovery, History Channel, Food Network, HGTV, TLC, Comedy Central. It felt like cable had everything. Now let's talk about the golden era. But this is right here where people miss the most when they talk about cable TV. Cable wasn't just television though. It created moments. Sunday, football all day long. After school, you rushed home for your favorite show. Some of y'all did. Because if you missed it, there was no rewinds, bro. TiVo wasn't out yet. No Netflix, no YouTube, it wasn't no, I'm gonna watch it later. Yeah, you gonna watch it later. 6 months from now when they run them reruns, bro. People even got TV Guide magazines. And y'all remember the TV Guide channel where you had to wait for it to scroll up and down? But you had to wait about 5 minutes to wait to see what's gonna come on in the next 30 minutes, bro. It was only like an hour and they only showed you about 3 blocks. So from 8 to like 9:30, maybe something like that. Imagine explaining that to somebody born today, bro. These chaps ain't playing that shit. What? Then we gotta talk about the premium channels that I never really had access to. Y'all rich folk, y'all did. HBO, Showtime, Stars, Cinemax, these weren't included, bro. You had to pay extra. But everybody had that one friend or something. They knew somebody with HBO. Everybody wanted to stay over there because HBO got the new movies first. Y'all remember that? It's crazy. Having HBO felt like Netflix before Netflix, for real. Then we gotta talk about the next upgrade. Just when cable looked unstoppable, another competitor showed up: satellite television. Companies like DirecTV and Dish changed the game, and this was huge, bro. Bigger than you could imagine at the time. Especially if you lived in rural America. In the country, bro. Some places couldn't even get cable though, for real. But satellite, see what I'm getting at? As long as you could install a dish, You could suddenly watch hundreds of channels, bro. Hundreds at one point, for real. Before the small dishes that most people remember, they had them big ass dishes sitting in their yard. Remember that on the ground, bro, on the pole where them scrippers be. So you know that was about money. It looked like it was trying to contact aliens out there. And we probably accidentally did. We about to bring world-ending war to us. But DirecTV started to make the dishes smaller, bro. And soon you could see the little dishes on the side, on top of the roof, on everybody's house. Bro, everybody they had good deals and stuff. They had good deals to get you in there, but then getting out. We'll say that for later. Cable companies and satellite companies were competing for millions of customers. Each one was trying to offer more channels, better sports packages, and better deals. And for a while, it worked. It worked. Television had never been bigger. And then after that came DVR and TiVo. And we don't want to make this video so long, but DVR and TiVo, you could record stuff on demand. You could record shows and go back and watch them later, you know? Simple as that. You could pause live TV, rewind live TV, skip commercials, and record entire seasons with just one button. That was cool. Then came on demand. Instead of waiting for something to come on TV, a movie, you can order it right then and there. Cable and satellite TV was just more convenient at the point. It was becoming so much more convenient. Here's where the downfall of TV came. Satellite and all that. Streaming, bro. Streaming. Netflix mailed DVDs to your house at the time before it became streaming. No late fees, no driving a Blockbuster, no being in a rush to return movies. Netflix didn't start as a streaming company. It actually mailed DVDs to your house. But then in 2007, Netflix introduced streaming. Changed the whole game, bro. Changed the whole game, bro. Like Curry did for basketball, bro. Changed the game. At first, it wasn't a big deal. The selection was small. The internet wasn't fast enough for everybody. But over time, it slowly, Hulu and all these other services came out. Streaming got better. Internet got faster. Smart TVs became more common. You don't have to wait to 8 p.m. to watch nothing no more. You can watch whenever you want, wherever you want, on your phone. But Netflix wasn't the only reason why people left cable companies. Cable companies made big mistakes too. Monthly bills started to get higher. Equipment rental fees and shit. We're already paying you monthly. We gotta pay you to use your equipment. Sports fees, broadcast fees, taxes, loan contracts. You pay for 200 channels, only watch maybe 15, if that. And people started to ask the question, why am I spending all this damn money? So they switched to streaming services. Cheaper. And now streaming services are increasing. The price of a streaming service are increasing now. Ain't this crazy how it works? Run one bag out of town to bring another one in. But now, streaming ain't even the perfect replacement because now you're paying for 6 or 7 different streaming services, bro. It's a revolving door. Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, I can go on and on. Peacock, you know. Pretty much basically recreated cable. But instead of flipping channels, you're flipping through apps, bro. You're flipping through apps. But is cable dead? Not exactly. Especially for like live sports, breaking news, local channels, older viewers, you know what I'm saying? Businesses, bars, hotels, hospitals, blah, 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 blah. Cable ain't what it used to be though. It's no longer the center of entertainment like it once was. Cable TV didn't die overnight, man. It had a good run, a great run, a longer run than most things. It just slowly changed as technology changed, guys and girls. First came DVRs, then on demand, then Netflix, then YouTube, then streaming. People wanted to have more control over what they watch. And the companies that adapted survive. You know, that's just the motto of this channel pretty much. And the ones that didn't struggle. It's kind of crazy to think about actually. There was once a time that almost every house had cable. Now, an entire generation of people don't even know what it is. They heard about it in the history books, damn near at this point. It's your boy, man, and I'm here to let you know what happened. Tell us below, what should we cover next? Appreciate y'all for watching.